Hello everybody, my name is Jeremy and welcome to my channel. We are getting closer to the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9. So today I wanted to talk about my top 10 favorite lip syncs of all time. Yes, God. Some of them I just like more than others, so I'd like, let me live my truth. So I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way up. Hi. This is my moment. I feel very attacked. Number 10 is I'm Every Woman from Season 6. It was Trinity versus April Carry-On. This is a very iconic song, and Trinity sold the shit out of it. April totally kept up with her. A lot of times in lip syncs, you get eaten up by the other person. April held her own and she slayed it. If there hadn't been the double Shantae for Darian and Ben later on in the season, I'd be offended that April didn't get a save, but I mean, we got to save Ben de la Creme later, and she honestly deserved it. Number 9 is Call Me from Season 8, and that was Chi Chi DeVayne versus Naysha Lopez. Now I know that Naysha had her wig accident, and like, Naysha didn't totally kill the lip sync. However, Chi Chi destroyed that stage. She pissed all over it, she pooped all over it, she like jizzed all over it. Like, that stage was hers. And fucking Blondie was right there. I think a lot of lip syncs that I really like a lot are lip syncs where it's a song and the performer is there to watch it. I think you're gonna kind of find that as a theme in this video. My number 8 is Malambo number 1, and this was from Season 5. This was Jinx Monsoon versus Detox. Jinx was the master this season of turning something that you wouldn't classically think of as like entertaining into something just like spectacular. For instance, like her Little Edie was magic. And then this song very easily could have flopped. Like, Detox was selling it the best she could, but Jinx is the one who added this new life to it, this weird boozy vaudeville type character into this song, and created something magical. And all the dance moves that she did, like all the weird things with her mouth, like, she was proving to Detox that she can use her jaw for things other than sucking dick as well. My number 7 is Meeting in the Ladies' Room. This is Season 3. This was Stacey, Lane, Bryant, Madison, Matthews. I was like trying to think of other things to put in there. Versus India Farah. Again, this is not one of those songs that like both parties did spectacular in. Like, India was kind of just there. But Stacey was everything in that lip sync. And I'm not just saying that because Stacey is like one of my all-time favorite queens. The Queen of Hanny is it. She is it. She's so over everything, and she's so fabulous and flawless. And like, that was a great lip sync only because of Stacey. My number 6 is probably one of the most iconic lip syncs in all of Drag Race history. Whip My Hair from Season 5. This was Alyssa Edwards versus Roxy Andrews. Now, this is such an iconic lip sync because this was the first time we got a major wig reveal. Not one where somebody's wig just popped off, or like Milan ripping her hair off in Season 4 every single time she got on that damn runway. This was a intentional, I am taking off this wig, and underneath is this laid, fierce ass wig. Iconic. I mean, this is a song that you should pull all the stunts out for. This is the one that you should do all the tricks for. And like, the fact that Michelle and Ru were just gagging and living through this whole number, specifically Michelle, like, I think that's kind of what takes it to the next level, because you see that audience reaction side, that raw, like, yes, that was fucking it. Sorry, I'm cursing a lot, but I just have a lot of feelings, and sometimes fuck is the only way to get those feelings out. My number 5 is It's Raining Men, and this was from Season 4. This was Sharon Needles versus Fifi O'Hara. I really like this particular song. I grew up like hearing it on the radio all the time, and it's kind of one of those like huge kind of numbers. I don't think we had seen Fifi lip sync up until this point. We certainly didn't know what she was capable of, and then we also thought that Sharon was just kind of like a one-trick spooky pony and that she couldn't really do anything. We saw what Sharon was capable of with her lip-syncing skills. And just, she was funny, she was camping it up. And I think the other thing is that this was like the building drama. Like, we had been waiting all season for this moment where Sharon and Fifi were just gonna like get at it, you know? Because like the two of them had been fighting most of the season, they had their huge iconic breakdown. Tired ass showgirl, go back to Party City where you belong. Like, we had been waiting all season for this big heated moment. This was the culminating drama moment. And then it turned into a fierce lip sync for your life. My number 4 is Twist of Fate from season 7. This was Katya versus Sasha Bell. The thing that I really like about this number is that they're lip syncing Twist of Fate to Olivia Newton fucking John. Like, not an impersonator, She's sitting right there on the judges panel watching them lip sync, and Katya doing all her slow splits and back burners and spinning her head around and like barfing all over the stage and pushing Sasha Bell over the cliff. I think Katya totally redeemed herself from Glamazonian Airways and from that awful monologue, and proving that she can lip sync for her motherfucking life. And then I think the other thing that I really like is RuPaul just sitting there like making all those faces. Like, you could totally hear RuPaul's brain going, man, I can't do those splits. If I did those splits, I'd probably die. I'd split right in half. My number 2 is RuPaul's favorite lip sync, I believe, of all time. This will be An Everlasting Love by Dita Ritz and The Princess. This is such an iconic song because we didn't really think that Dita was capable of anything, and then seeing her lip sync and like literally just piss all over that stage and kill the princess right in front of us, behead her, and then like drink her blood and then throw it at Elisa Summers, the queen for all seasons, just not that one. Dita was it. She was everything. The way that she was dancing, the way that she was moving, the fact that she was lip syncing it in front. The Natalie Cole. And she knew every word, she knew every beat. She did that. I think I messed up my ordering, because I think I said that was my number 2, but my real number 2 is Cold Hearted Snake. This was Coco versus Alyssa. This Will Be An Everlasting Love was my number 3, but I think I said it was my number 2. Again, this is another one of those lip syncs where it was like this culminating drama all season between Coco and Alyssa, and we were just like waiting for that moment. We were waiting for this big thing to happen. Either one of them was gonna go home to somebody else and then they were never gonna resolve it, or they were gonna lip sync against each other. And I think honestly the producers knew Coco's not doing very well in this competition. Alyssa's not doing very well in this competition. Eventually, they're gonna be in the bottom too. They're just kind of missing each other by a few marks here and there. So eventually they'll both meet up kind of in the bottom together and they'll lip sync and we'll get this great powerful moment. And the fact that it was Cold Hearted Snake, it was such a poignant number for what was going on between them and kind of how they felt about each other. Alyssa was like, you know, Coco's a snake, like she stole my crown. And Coco's like, Alyssa's a snake because it was saying all these bad things about me and she ruined our friendship and she doesn't even like me anymore and all this drama. And it was such an important song for their storyline, and the fact that they got to lip sync it together, it was like when Miss Fame and Pearl flipped each other off. It was kind of like that, but like better and less like robot arms. Okay, so I got a few honorable mentions that did not make the number 1 spot, but certainly were in my top 10. I just couldn't figure out where they went because I really liked them. I've got to use my imagination from season 4, Latrice Royale and Dita Ritz. Both of them just took me to church, and that's what I want. I want to be taken to church. I Think We're Alone Now from season 7. This was Jaden and Tempest versus Katya and Sasha. No, not Katya. Versus Ginger and Sasha. And Katya was really good in that challenge. This is just a good one, and the fact that Sasha and Ginger gave themselves a vasectomy right on stage and were rolling around, like, it was fun. Only Girl in the World from season 5. This was Serena Chacha and Monica Beverly Hills. This was just a really good one because Monica really just ate Serena Chacha and didn't even think twice about it. She was like, I just had the most emotional breakdown of my entire life and it's gonna be on national television. So you know what? I'm gonna kill you because I don't deserve to be at the bottom right now. I deserve to be at least safe for being so emotional and having this emotion take over. Dancing on My Own from All Stars Season 1, this was Team Rujubee, and this was such an emotional lip sync because we had seen the two of them struggling the entire season and really trying to make a mark and make it to the top, and then we had to see them lip sync against each other, and there was so much raw emotion and energy in that. And they were friends, and one of them had to send the other one home. And the outcome, where neither one of them had to leave, it was very emotional and very touching, and I definitely think it's one of those like top RuPaul's Drag Race moments. Even Angels from season 3, this was Alexis Mateo versus Shangela, and had Shangela not been on the bottom so many times, I think it could have been a double Shantae, and I honestly think that Shangela should have stayed instead of Carmen coming back. And then my last honorable mention is MacArthur Park. This was also season 3. This was Manila versus Delta, and if you have not seen this lip sync, you are seriously missing out on some of the best television. It was during the roast challenge, and Manila looked like Big Bird's cousin, and Delta was in a ugly, like, 7-Eleven t-shirt from Vegas with a bikini on it. Delta's like lip syncing to the sky and not looking at RuPaul at all, and then Manila's literally tearing off her eyelashes and streaking her eyeliner like Roxy after she was crying, and like just selling the hell out of this song, which is crazy and insane, and turning it into an even more insane song. So now on to my number 1 of all time. This number for me is another one of those like both parties should have been saved, because they both did such a good job. Again, it's another one of those things where the artist is sitting right there watching somebody perform their song, and both people are killing it. I'm so excited from season 5, Coco versus Jade. Coco we already knew could destroy a lip sync. We already knew what she was capable of. She was spinning around. She was like spinning her hair everywhere. She knew every single word. She was killing it. And Jade was totally 100% keeping up. And then the Pointer Sisters are sitting right there, getting their life, dancing around with Michelle and Rue and LaToya and getting their fucking zhush. They are living. They're getting their life. They're Linda Evangelista. Like, they are in that moment in that moment you can just see how much Jade wanted it. Like, she had been safe for so long, she hadn't been standing out, she hadn't been proving she wanted it, but that lip sync proved she wanted it. And Coco was just like, I cannot go home. I think both of them easily could have been saved, but again, I think they really needed that moment to keep Alyssa back in the competition, because had Coco gone that early, I mean, they would have never had that chance. Because I think, honestly, Coco probably could have gone home at that point, because she hadn't been doing well and she'd already been in the bottom a couple times. And like, Jade had never been in the bottom yet. It was just such a good lip sync, and that's why it's my number 1. And every time I listen to that song, that's all I think of is the two of them lip syncing and how fierce it was. And that is like one of the key words for this lip sync. It was fierce. Let me know what your top 10 or top 5, if you can't think of a top 10, are in the comments below. I would love to read that. Who do you think is gonna get crowned at the upcoming season 9 finale? Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!